Today we're going to talk about the state of the comic book industry and what you can buy if you decide to jump into comics. But let's look at things such as the overall state of the industry. Comixology, a well-known app that people could go and read their digital comics on, which was, by the way, a horrible app. It never really ran that well, but nonetheless, it was a dedicated app for comic books to come out on. Well, that's been shut down. It's all on Kindle now. I'm not really mourning the loss of Comixology because it was a garbage app, but it's still another example of comics getting the sideline because everything's just rolled into Kindle now. So another L for the comic book industry. A lot of shops have been closing this year. There's quite a few, some really famous old ones shut down. I mean, look right here. This guy's being asked if they can save comics. But some people are out there saying that comics have never been better. The sales are way up there and they're doing good. That's mostly because of Manga. Manga has really dominated American sales. This is my favorite chart because they try to hide shit with it. See how they put adult graphic novels? Yeah, Spy X Family is really adult. It's really adult. You know what this chart is? It's a chart of bookstores and other stuff. It's not comic book store data. But they try to hide that fact by putting adult graphic novels. Well, the adult graphic novels is the real list. This is like everything. And guess what? Barely ever gets on this list. Marvel, DC, barely ever on it. And they could make it because, look, The Last Ronin, constantly on this chart. That is American-made. Disney manga makes it. Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle for Pumpkin King is on there. And I think, I don't know what Monica HC is because I've never heard of W.W. Norton. But everything else on there, pretty much Japanese. The Japanese have taken over the comic book industry in America. And that's Marvel and DC's fault because they're constantly doing shit like this all the time. So they've retconned Nightcrawler. Now, if you were to go to Google and say, who is Nightcrawler's father, you'll get Azazel, the man who has been his father for some years now. He has been retconned out. No longer is Azazel the father of Nightcrawler. And he sure does look like Nightcrawler, doesn't he? Well, that's been explained in the new retcon. So now Nightcrawler is the son of Mystique and Destiny. Two women. Mystique became a man because she can shapeshift. And I feel like this is a question that Brody from Mallrats would have loved. Can Mystique become a man and, have the workings of a man? Well, apparently she does. She does. So, Azazel, you're out of here. This is like every X-Men comic now. Everybody is LBGT in X-Men comics now. It's funny that it's Nightcrawler, too, because Nightcrawler at least was a hardcore Catholic. That appears to not be a thing anymore. I'm not sure. I haven't been following it as closely, but it seems like they got rid of his love of Christ a while ago. I don't think he's as religious as he used to be. And that's, of course, thanks to modern Marvel Comics. But Azazel's out. And the reason that they're saying he's, still kind of looks like Azazel is because when she became a man, for some reason, parts of him were on her palate. That's what she says. And the shades of Azazel kind of moved in on him, and that's why he looks like Azazel. The reason that they are legitimizing this is because apparently, according to John Byrne, Chris Claremont, and I'm guessing this is likely true, originally intended for this to be a thing, but editorial says no. So they decided, well, we're going to change it now. And in this comic, we're going to make it official that here they are in bed saying they want to start a family together. She's explaining this to Spider Devil. Currently, for some reason, Kurt is a variant of Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man. Like, he's running around calling himself Spider-Man. He's got his own miniseries. I guess it's actually pretty good. I haven't read it. But in this X-Men Blue Origins issue, she tells the story about how her and Destiny are now the father and mother of Nightcrawler. I don't know if they have that picture. There was a picture on Twitter of them holding a baby. And I don't see that one. Maybe that one was AI generated. I don't know. But that is the story of Nightcrawler now. Not this or the Azazel one. It's just ridiculous what they're doing. And it's even more there's even more of this going on over at DC. Like, okay, so Wes from Thinking Critical, great channel, posted this. I don't know who Dan Perrin is, but he landed on my never buy list in record time. This is John Kent Superman doing nude selfies. I'm guessing he's sending nude selfies to Jay, his K-pop boyfriend. And then I said, well, here's a random panel from Kaiju number 8. Marvel and DC Comics are dead. This is a random thing. For $2, you can get the Shonen Jump app and read everything. It's a great deal. This is why they're taking over the market. Boys are still reading comics. Guess what they're reading? They're reading this. Disney has lost it. Marvel has lost it. Nobody wanted this retcon except for the people at Marvel because they don't give a shit about profits. They don't care about making money. They don't care about fixing the comic book industry. Nothing. What they want is for two women to have a baby together. And that's exactly what's happening here. Two women just had a baby. Mystique went from being the mother of Nightcrawler to becoming the father of Nightcrawler. Beautiful. Well done, Marvel. Well done. You've managed to kill your sales even more. And the real victims in this are comic book shops because they're stuck with all this inventory and no one's buying it, and it's sad. Interest in new comic books is down big time, and they did this all to themselves. So what are your thoughts on this? I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.